Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 3, which is entitled as Karma Yoga, Text 8, Part 2. Niyataṁ kuru karma tvaṁ, karma jyāyo akarmaṇaḥ, śarīra-yātrāpi te, na prasidhyed akarmaṇaḥ. The two main reasons why one has to take up karma yoga compared to jnana yoga is summarized that number one, it is familiar and done several times by all of us. Number two, this is recommended and it's mentioned, instructed in the Vedic scriptures. When we say that it is familiar and done several times, the karma is done by all of us all the time. What needs to be added to karma is the yoga part. And the yoga part is the knowledge that we add to the action. Then that becomes a complete karma yoga. Otherwise, it's simply called karma, which is not going to give any benefit. Because of these two reasons, one can happily do karma yoga, take up karma yoga, with no doubts about the process and the result. Especially because this is what has been recommended in the Vedic literatures. For jnana yogi, they also perform the karma by begging for food. But Arjuna, you cannot go and beg because you are not of that order. You are a Kshatriya. Therefore, you should earn wealth, get taxes by your action, and then perform activities like protecting the citizen, dharma, and fighting for the welfare. So you can accomplish your own body by doing these things, but always continuing to search within yourself, your Atma, with the principles that's been given to you. So the question might arise that why then jnana yoga has been even spoken here in Bhagavad Gita. Why did Krishna even have to say jnana yoga if karma yoga is what is so great and so important that everyone has to follow? Maybe jnana yoga was created by someone else, that Krishna doesn't want to give importance to that. That's not the case, because karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, everything is, the whole system is created by Krishna alone. So there are three reasons why Krishna emphasizes on karma yoga, and also why he has to speak about jnana yoga. Why can't he simply speak about karma yoga? The first reason is one will not value charity received unless one has gone through some poverty in the life. If you give something to a rich man, $100, he's not going to really feel anything great about it. He already has everything. But you give the $100 to a man who's needy, he's going to fall at your feet. An hungry man appreciates the food, not the one who's completely filled up to the neck. Likewise, unless we understand the difficulties that's involved in doing karma yoga theoretically, one will not appreciate what karma yoga has to offer for us. That's the first reason. Therefore, Krishna said Karma Yoga to Arjuna in his whole teachings. Second reason is the message is spoken to Arjuna, who is a warrior, not a renounced person like Vashishta, Vishwamitra, Agastya, and so forth. If Krishna had to speak Gita for these sages like Vashishta and Vishwamitra, then obvious that he's going to emphasize more on Jnana Yoga. That's the second reason. The third reason is, if Krishna instructed Jnana Yoga to Arjuna, then the followers of Arjuna will also take up the same process of their leader. They will drop their weapons and walk behind Arjuna. And that's not going to be nice. And just because they are walking behind Arjuna, not that they are all fit to be a Jnana Yogi. We have seen this several times in previous slokas. Therefore, these are the three reasons why Jnana Yoga is being spoken here. Number one, to understand the value of Karma Yoga by understanding the difficulties involved in Jnana Yoga. Number two, the message is given to a Kshatriya, Arjuna, not to renounced person. Number three, a leader should set a right example to the follower so that the followers can easily follow the leader. These are the three reasons. In the sloka, śarīra-yātrāpi chate, which means as long as we are in this yatra means journey, śarīra-yātrā means we are in this body, we are journeying, traveling with this body. Even for us to maintain and travel along with this body has to be maintained. For one who is in this universe, in this prakriti, it is impossible to stay without performing any action, even for a moment, because they have to maintain the body, their body. Also, one has got accustomed to do some kind of action all the time. Even some, while sitting on a chair, they can't sit quietly. They keep fidgeting with something, shaking their leg, fingers, etc. In general, performance of action, therefore, is familiar, is easy, no danger involved in that one, therefore no one is going to fall down from their position. But the only thing we have to make sure is we have to do those actions which are good action. For this reason, Karma Yoga is superior to Jnana Yoga. Namaste. Hare Krishna.